Hello, Seattle. It is great to be back. Let's get into it. What a week. Ron DeSantis. And it's like at this way. It almost feels like it's almost he doesn't deserve us. He doesn't deserve us. You know what I mean? He doubled down on his promise to, quote, slit the throats of federal bureaucrats if elected president, telling MSNBC's Willie Geist that he was simply being colorful.
When you say something like you said in Rye, New Hampshire, that you want to, quote, slit the throats of federal bureaucrats, I know you didn't mean that literally, but do you have any pause or any regret about using that kind of rhetoric given our political climate?
No, because I think people knew it was a figure of speech. I think people want to see big
Why not just say you're
changes
gonna fire
to how
him?
Washington. Well, because you're being colorful.
Well, it's better than when he said he would skull fuck the Supreme Court. When I said I would gouge out your eyeballs with a spoon and then run you over with my car, I was being folksy. Later, DeSantis announced that he would drink the blood of the woke in what critics are calling quirkiness. On Wednesday, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump began giving testimony in their father's civil fraud trial. In preparation, Don Jr. did a huge line of practice questioning. Photographers were allowed into the courtroom to take Don Jr.'s picture before he took the stand, leading him to joke, "I should have worn makeup." "Here, take some of mine," said his father, skimming off a handful of bronze sludge from his own cheeks. Of course, I'm joking. Trump didn't show up. Didn't show up to watch his son testify. In his second day of testimony, Don Jr. was grilled by prosecutors on why his signature was all over stacks of allegedly inaccurate financial statements that he claimed to have nothing to do with. Said Don Jr., "I rely on the accounting team to tell me what is accurate. That's why we have accountants." Yeah. Don Jr. went on to blame outside accountants for any discrepancies in the Trump Organization's financial statements, which is obviously a lie. There's no such thing as outside accountants. These people are inside cats. These are indoor creatures. The lie is obvious. Never seen an accountant outside. As the grueling questioning went on, Don Jr. screamed, "Where is Papa?" as he searched desperately in the gallery for the shining sun in his sky, the orienting force of his life, only to find nothing, just as his father before him found only a Fred Trump-shaped hole in every room, in every crowd. And so did Fred, and so on, and so forth, until the original father awoke to sentience in the depths of the primordial sea, made his own slimy little Don Jr. and said, "Stop crying, men don't cry." At one point, according to the Times, Don Jr. began speaking very quickly while answering prosecutors' questions. When the judge cautioned him, Don Jr. said he would try to slow down. Probably just excited about all the justice going on. I know nothing gets me revved up like pure, uncut justice, straight to the dome. Continued Don Jr., "I'm going to say this as slowly as possible, Your Honor. You and I should start a business that's like Uber, but for verdicts. And maybe it's also a TV show. I'm really excited about this, man. I think we have something special here." Yeah. In his own turn on the stand, Eric Trump claimed to have no knowledge of key documents at the center of the case, saying, "I never had anything to do with the statement of financial condition. I never worked on it at the time, and I don't know anything about it really until this case came to fruition." "Okay," said prosecutors. Once again, the question was, do you need some help getting your boxers unstuck from your pant zipper? Looks pretty mangled there. Eric Trump ultimately became combative with the prosecutor when asked if he knew about the Trump Organization's financial statements, saying, "Of course he knew the company had financial statements since we're a major organization, a massive real estate organization. All my girlfriends have told me it's the biggest real estate organization they've ever seen." And yeah, I've seen the financial statements, and I was invited to my dad's birthday party. I was just busy that day. I'm in the loop, guys, he said, crying. Prosecutors then showed Anne Rice's Ugliest Vampire a 2013 email from former Trump Organization comptroller Jeff McConney. You say comptroller, right? When you see comptroller, you just say controller. No, I think that's a new thing. We started pronouncing it comptroller, but it's just controller, right? No? We say comptroller? No, but you, wait. Hold on. I like when this happens. You see C-O-M-P troller. I'm gonna do two things. Is that comptroller? Or is it controller? Anyway, they showed Eric Trump an email from former Trump Organization controller Jeff McConney, who earlier testified, Boomy, I don't care, told him that, anyway, some fucking douchebag at the Trump Organization told Eric to overvalue his family's Seven Springs property. The email said, "Hi, Eric, I'm working on your dad's annual financial statement. I need to value Seven Springs. Attached, please find how I valued it last year." Shockingly, Eric replied, "I'm unable to value a single spring, Jeff. How am I to value seven?" The melting of the snow, the return of birdsong, young lovers emerging from under blanket and hearth, hands held in verdant parks, taking long walks amid lengthening days. How do you expect a man to put a price on the return of life and the vanquishment of biting, numbing winter? Come on, Jeff, you stupid fuck. It's worth $1 billion. So Donald Trump actually did not attend his son's days on the witness stand, but before you start feeling bad for them, Trump did send the boys a note in someone else's handwriting that read, "Have a great kickball game." One final note on this. On his way into court on Thursday, Don Jr. told the sketch artist to make him look sexy, which does explain the giant tits. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Everybody's seeing it. You're seeing a sketch like it's Sam Bankman-Fried, but tits. I incepted you all. I incepted you all with nonsense. It was Dino, right? How's it going so far? You okay so far? Okay. Dino doesn't know what this is. It brings me no pleasure to report that the House Republicans are at it again. A resolution written by Marjorie Taylor Greene to censure Rashida Tlaib was voted down on Wednesday. Greene then lashed out at Republicans who voted against it, including Chip Roy, after he said the resolution was deeply flawed and contained legally and factually unverified claims. Which is actually like, okay, Chip, it's called bullshit. Anyway, Greene then attacked Roy for kicking her out of the Freedom Caucus while retaining vaping, groping Lauren Boebert. And I just want to pause and appreciate the phrase, vaping, groping Lauren Boebert. It has a beautiful meter. It's trochees. It's just trochee, 4 in a row. Vaping, groping Lauren Boebert. It's good. It's good writing. That's just good fucking writing. She's a stupid, hateful poet, but she is a poet. You voted with the Democrats to protect terrorists Tlaib, Greene tweeted. You hate Trump, certified Biden's election, and could care less about J6 defendants being persecuted. Stop trying to make us like Chip Roy. Then Chip Roy responded, tell her to go chase so-called Jewish space lasers if she wants to spend time on that sort of thing. Recalling, of course, the anti-Semitic conspiracy theory which Greene floated as a possible cause of what? The 2018 California wildfires. We remember space lasers, but we don't remember what they were for. I forgot. Did you remember that they were starting fires in California? I forgot. The FBI on Thursday raided the home of New York City Mayor Eric Adams' 25-year-old fundraiser, Brianna Suggs. A search warrant reportedly showed that the raid was part of a broad public corruption inquiry into whether the Adams campaign conspired with the Turkish government to garner illegal foreign donations. Wow, that's crazy. Sounds like a pretty big story, no? Said New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez. digging up the backup gold bars he hid in Henry Rutgers' grave. I thought for a while about where we should put the gold bars that Bob Menendez was going to dig up. And I thought, Rutgers, that's funny. What is a Rutger? Googled it. Turns out it was a man. A Revolutionary War man. And then I said, well, where's that guy buried? He was buried in Lower Manhattan, but they moved him once Manhattan got too crowded for that kind of thing. Where'd they move him? New Jersey. The joke works. All right, shut up. Investigators are looking into whether the campaign provided kickbacks to a Brooklyn construction company with ties to Turkey and to Turkish officials. Hey, I'm funneling illegal campaign contributions here. All right. During an appearance on Italian TV, the Pope endorsed a two-state solution and lamented global anti-Semitism. Two peoples who must live together, said Pope Francis. With that, a wise solution exists. Two peoples, two states. Follow the Oslo Agreement, two very limited states, and Jerusalem with a special status. Okay, Pope, but Arafat and Abbas walked away from peace talks. Israel has continued to expand settlements and resist a right of return. Tensions have never been higher. There can be no peace as long as Hamas controls Gaza. To which the Pope replied, hey, check out my big hat, I'm the Pope. The Times reported that at an early meeting with Adidas in 2013, Kanye drew a design featuring a swastika before later advising a Jewish employee to kiss a picture of Hitler every day. To be fair, from what I know about Hitler, he'd have hated that. This is a far cry from the vision of Adidas's founder, Nazi Party member Adolf Dassler. Besides, if Adidas didn't use pictures of Hitler and Eva Braun to delineate the men's and women's rooms at the office, things like this wouldn't happen. Turned it around on Adidas. Coming for Adidas that time. In an interview published this week, Brooke Shields told Glamour that last month she had a seizure in a restaurant, and when she woke up, she was in an ambulance and Bradley Cooper was holding her hand. She said the seizure was caused by drinking too much water. That's what she said. You were perfect, Brooke, perfect, said the Kool-Aid man, sliding the bearer bonds across the table next to the massive crumbling hole in the side of her house. Look, it's done, okay? I'm out. You said I was out. Will you leave me and my family and my brick walls alone now? Oh, yeah. You see, the Kool-Aid man paid Brooke Shields to pretend she had a stroke for drinking too much water so that people would buy Kool-Aid to put it in the thing so they get their electrolytes. It's all fucking follow the money, cui bono, the Kool-Aid man. The Kool-Aid man always wins. The Kool-Aid man wins whether you're thirsty or not. Anyway. Shields has this seizure. They can't reach her husband. Bradley Cooper is in the neighborhood. And somehow they get in contact with Bradley Cooper via some celebrity network of assistants, as if the only person that could help Brooke Shields in this moment has to be famous. It doesn't actually make sense. Like, when a celebrity has a seizure, if you're on a plane and a celebrity has an emergency, they don't say, is there a celebrity in the house? There must have been some medical professional. Like, Bradley Cooper wasn't actually helping, he was just around. But when it just doesn't. Justin Trudeau? I don't understand. Anyway, the point is, Brooke Shields said to a Glamour editor who is also her friend what she felt when she woke up with Bradley Cooper holding her hand. What she said is, I thought to myself, this is what death must be like. Because I could not stop for Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper stopped for me. Shields said that in order to ensure she has enough sodium in her body and avoid another seizure, she's now under a doctor's orders to eat potato chips every day. Shields' doctor said, and this is a quote, it's either that or medicine. But take a look at her doctor. I don't know if I trust this fucking guy. Doctors shouldn't have mustaches. I don't know why, but it's a rule. It feels weird if your doctor has a mustache. I don't like it. Plus, that's the Pringles guy. What do you mean? We're gonna cut this, but just for us. Like, okay, you're drinking too much water. You're drowning on dry land here. Like, I can see how that might happen by accident one time, but the solution isn't, oh, you should eat potato chips every day, as if, like, it implies that, like, Brooke Shields is living a normal life and just unable to get the salt she needs. This is America. We're all fucking pickled. We're fully pickled creatures. Like, what do you mean you're not getting enough salt? What's going on? What kind of fucking celebrity New York Lower East Side godforsaken dietitian are you dealing with here that you're at a moment of fucking, so you need to eat a medical potato chip? Yeah, I don't know. That was my reaction. Hall of Fame basketball coach Bobby Knight, known to fans as the General, died Wednesday at age 83. But if you listen closely, for those listening at home, a folding chair flew across the stage. Amazon used a secret algorithm codenamed Nessie that functionally allowed it to inflate the prices of products on other websites, according to a newly revealed excerpt from an FTC lawsuit. Hey, all right. Once you stop booing the people that aren't booing, any of you fucking in on this? It's dark. You don't have to say anything. Give me just a light clap if you're in on this. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Work for Bezos during the day. Come see the lefty fag at night. I support you. That was fun to say. The FTC alleges that Amazon executives intentionally destroyed more than 2 years' worth of communications by using the disappearing message feature on Signal in defiance of the agency's instructions. Oh no, we deleted all the messages and you're mad, but there's nothing we can do about it. You'll never know what was in those messages, which is definitely so much worse than you being mad about not being able to access them. Oh no. I'm a joke. Whenever someone gets in trouble for having deleted their messages, it's always like, well, yeah, we knew we'd get in trouble. We don't have them. It was more important that you not have them. That's why we deleted them. They're terrible. They'd have been so much worse. However mad you are, that is the lower limit of how mad you would have been. Without a doubt, unquestioning, there's no chance that you would have been less mad than you are now. You would have only been more mad. So our decision was good. The government also alleges that Amazon founder Jeff Bezos instructed executives to accept more junk ads to drive up ad revenue at the expense of user experience. For example, one executive apparently found that buck urine was the first result in a search for water bottles. Oops, said a freak. This wasn't what I wanted to drink. High school vaping rates, you know what, fuck it, who cares? A tarantula crossing the road. Now we'll get to an important story. A tarantula crossing the road in Death Valley National Park caused an accident when a Swiss tourist in a camper van braked sharply, causing a man on a motorcycle to rear-end them. Yeah. The motorist is being charged with 1 count of failing the trolley problem. Also, if you cause a car accident because of a bug that you wanted to save, you fuck up some motorcycle guy behind you to save the life of a bug, you lie. You say it was a bigger animal. The biker was hospitalized, according to a statement from the National Park Service, which also noted that the spider walked away unscathed. But, according to news reports, tragically, down came the rain and washed the spider out. And finally, yeah, that's right. You should hiss that. That was terrible. And finally, according to new genetic research, the arms of a starfish are actually extensions of its head. Oh, now I'd fuck it, thought the scientist. I'm sorry. The study was published in the prestigious journal of Things a 5-Year-Old Said Unprompted. Offered the study's lead author, it's as if the sea star is completely missing a trunk and is best described as just a head crawling along the seafloor. The lead author then laughed menacingly and added, "Pleasant dreams." Let's hear it.